Long before the white man invaded the plains and prairies of the great western lands to build towns and cities, to cultivate waste spaces, and to pioneer an advancing civilization under sunny skies in carefree security, and wandered over pasture lands unmolested except by natural enemies. Wild cattle by the thousands blanketed the fertile fields, unmindful of the superiority of man, until hard-riding lads with hearts of steel set forth to enrich a budding industry and bring order out of wild chaos. The great western plains were their natural arenas in their struggle for existence and prosperity. They were named cowboys, and with their lariats became skillful in roping steers that wandered away from the herd. Wild horses, too, played a most important part in the growth of our great plains. Wild horses yet to be tamed, to answer to the touch of a rein or the shout of a rugged rider. All this went down in the cowboy's life as work. But all work and no play wouldn't do for these husky lads of the West. They also wanted relaxation, revelry, and fun. And the answer was the rodeo. 70 years ago at Rocky Point, Arkansas, the rodeo first started. And this form of entertainment has steadily gained in popularity from coast to coast and throughout Western Canada. Here they are, and the show starts with a grand parade around the arena. First one out of the stalls is a cowhand from the Northwest. They must keep one hand free and stay on the bronco for 10 seconds, but this buckaroo bites the dust. Here's another lad with plenty of determination, but can he stay on? No, he too eats the gravel. Watch this cowboy tame a roaring fuzztail. Can he ride and can he take it? He's hanging on. 10 seconds are nearly up, but the bronco wins. In slow motion, the bucking horse appears graceful, but the movie camera is full of tricks. It's even taking the hard bumps out of the ride. But this is 10 times slower than it really happened. Here's another bareback thriller that brings the crowd to its feet. A high roller, raring to go and hitting on high. Great fun for the men and a pack of thrills for the cowgirls. Watch this bronco pitch. Ride 'em, cowboy, and ride 'em hard. Looks like they forgot something. They're wild to get started and too wild to stop. If this horse doesn't throw you, he gets you dizzy with his merry-go-round whirl. Now watch out, gangway! It's no news when a man chases a horse, but when a horse chases a man, that's something. On they come, cowhands and broncos riding high, wide, and handsome. An extra prize if he stays on this one. Wow, what a ride, and what a man! Now for a grand finale to a thrilling contest. Whoopee! Next on the program is a stagecoach race, once around the arena, driving as they did in the roaring mail-coach days. Then the cowboys show off with trick-riding exhibitions. Standing on the bare back of two horses as they take the high hurdle. It's good if you do it. They start in young out in the West. Here's a lad who is going places. Nerve, courage, and a love for the sport. When he grows up, he'll be as good as this champion, a daring trick rider born in the saddle. A bow for the ladies, too. They can show the men a few rodeo tricks. Here's a cowgirl who is expert in throwing the lariat. Here he comes, and over goes the rope to capture both the man and the horse. Now for the cowboy's favorite sport. Bulldogging. Dangerous for the man, harmless for the steer. Lie down there. I should say not. Bossy is going to take you for a ride. This is no job for a tenderfoot. Now for some clowning. Every big show has fun makers who risk life and limb to bring laughs to the crowd. Here's a sort of ballet a la bovine, but the steer doesn't want to dance. Here's a husky bulldogger with a tough customer on his hands, a wild Mexican longhorn. Hang on, fella. There's big prize money if you throw him. That's the boy, and this is what they call a dog fall. Now it's the steer's chance to do some throwing. The first one out is a rip-snorting slinger. Yippee! Thrills, thrills, and more thrills. Wow, these are tough customers. Looks like this fellow's going to break up the show. Now look out, there's trouble afoot or a hoof. Hey there, those men aren't in the show. It's the first time these steers ever had a rider on their back, and if it's up to them, it'll be the last time. The rider must stay on the steer for 8 seconds. Of course, you can stay on longer if the cameraman slows you up. Bet you can't guess the name of this bull. It's Ferdinand. And for that, go back and do it over. Here's another kind of daring that takes plenty of courage and nerve. Wow, that's taking it and coming up smiling. What a man! And that bull means business. Say, mister, that's the wrong way out. Imagine lying on the ground in front of a wild longhorn bull and calmly playing dice. These bulls are really wild, and every cowhand that enters the contest risks life and limb to thrill the crowd. Sometimes 8 seconds seems like 8 hours when you're riding a steer. To make a qualified ride on one of these brutes is only half the battle. The next thing is to get away without being trampled or gored into eternity. Here's a stunt. Even though the steer falls, stay on its back and complete the ride. And he does it. What's this for a hard ride? But whether it's after the roundup or the rodeo, in the cool of the western night, cowboys and cowgirls relax and gather around the campfire to sing the songs they love best and dream of more riding days tomorrow.